This full body practice is offered as a chance to recognize your covenant with something greater than you, some support that you have as a caregiver that is unshakable. So it's a two-sided coin, right? We need both our solitude and our support. So we're going to play around with that with some weight shifts and also some energetic pull. So I definitely want to encourage you to have a block handy, or maybe set your mat up by a wall. So we're actually going to start laying on your back today. So go ahead and roll down on your back and keep your knees bent with your feet flat on the floor. All right, we're going to do a little flow to get our spine nice and warm. So on inhale, take your arms overhead. On your exhale, bring them back down. On your next inhale, push into your feet, do a little bridge pose, gentle back bend, engage your inner thighs. And exhale, drop back down. Do that again. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, hands down. Inhaling, hips up. And exhaling down. Now you're going to take your knees out to the side, take your arms out to the side, and gently windshield wiper your knees. Inhaling through center, exhaling. So gentle twist. Maybe slowing it down, slowing your breath down. Good, and then come on back to center. Walk your feet back in, hip width apart, hands down by your side. We're going to add some stuff to that. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling, pull your knees into your chest. Now your feet and your hands are going to go to the ceiling. Inhaling, extending up like you're holding a cardboard box. And then exhaling, knees back into the chest. On your inhale, you plant your feet on the ground and take your arms overhead again. Backs of the palms touch the ground. Exhale, knees into the chest. Inhale, fingers and feet to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to the chest. Inhale, arms overhead. Good. One more time. Exhale, knees into the chest. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, knees in. Inhaling, plant the feet, take the arms overhead. Now bring your knees back into your chest and then extend the shins out so that they're parallel to the ground, so you look like a chair on its back. Maybe put your arms in cactus arms. Squeeze your inner thighs together, and on exhale, take your knees halfway over to one side. So keep pulling the other side of the body back. We're engaging our obliques. And then inhale, come on back through center. Remember, there shouldn't be any low back pain. Keep your knees together, and exhale to the other side. Good. Inhaling, come on back to center. And go ahead and roll yourself to one side so that we can come on up to all fours. So you want to be sure that your hands are in the right position for downward dog and plank. So let's come onto our toes and our hands. And if you lift your hips up and back, that's the perfect length for your downward dog. So your knees can be bent if you need. Your heels don't have to hit the ground. It might feel a little bit like a dachshund dog at first, but you'll get used to it. So inhaling plank, exhaling down dog. One more time, inhaling plank, and exhaling down dog. Good, and then walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, come halfway up, upside down L. Exhaling, soften the knees and fold. And then inhale, take your arms to the sky. And exhale your hands to your heart. So checking in with the weight shift into balance. Perhaps close your eyes or just gaze down at the floor or hold on to a wall. You're going to shift your weight into one leg. Then inhale through center and shift your weight into the other leg. And then come on back to center. So really tuning into your body, paying attention, shift your weight forward towards the ball of your feet. And then shift your weight back towards your heels. And then come right back with your weight over your ankles. So that's where you want to stay as you shift your body weight again into one leg. And we'll take a tree pose. So maybe the foot rests on the calf, or maybe it comes above the knee. Remember, every day is different. Use your drishti. And maybe grow your tree. Feeling that energetic pull up and that push down. I'm a little wobbly today. And exhaling, gently release. Shift your weight into the other leg. Inhaling, lift the knee. So this is actually kind of interesting. I'll confess that I do not have glasses, or obviously don't have glasses on. I don't have contacts in, and so I can't really see. So if you wear glasses or contacts, you should wear them while you practice, because it'll be much easier to balance. And exhaling, gently release. Nice. So now let's get moving. Come to the front of your mat, have your block handy. We do a couple rounds of sun salutations. So inhaling, sweep your arms up. Exhaling, bring them to heart center, forward fold gently, like a rag doll. Then inhale, come halfway up. Exhaling, bend your knees, plant your hands, take one leg back in high lunge, float that knee down. Let's keep our back foot, toes on the ground so we get a nice foot stretch too. Inhaling, arms to the sky. And exhaling, hands to the mat. We're going to finish the flow. So come to the top of a push-up plank, maybe on your knees or your toes. Exhaling, chaturanga. Allow your body to drop to the mat. Inhaling, gentle cobra, or maybe you're warm enough already to do an up dog. And exhale, right to down dog. Then inhale, lift that right leg. And exhale, put it down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Maybe noticing as you shift weight, which side feels stronger. And exhale, put it down. Inhale, lift the right leg one more time. And exhale, pull the knee toward the nose. Plant the foot. So you land in high lunge, maybe look up a little bit. Keep the spine long. Bring the back foot to meet the front. Hang like a rag doll. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, bend the knees. Inhaling, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. So we're going to go again. Same thing, other leg. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, dive down. Inhale, get long, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knee. Take the left leg back in high lunge, right? So it feels like you were just here. Flip that back knee down. Keep the toes curled under. Inhaling, arms to the sky. Exhaling, hands to the mat. Inhaling, plank. Just keep moving with your breath. Exhaling, chaturanga. Relax the body into the mat. Inhaling, your version of a back bend cobra or up dog. And then right from there, exhaling, down dog. Good. Then inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Drop that heel. Exhale, put it down. Let your head be easy between the arms. Inhale, left leg up, then pull the knee to the chest. So you can come to high lunge again, getting long, maybe looking forward. Inhaling, back foot meets the front. Exhale like a rag doll. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, take your arms to the sky. And exhale your hands to your heart. Okay. So this next one, we're going to do a warrior two and a standing half moon. So again, I encourage you to either maybe have a wall, half moon's fun, practice against a wall, or have a block handy. So let's see. Right leg's going back first. Okay, ready? On an inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees, take that right foot way back in high lunge, and then you're going to turn that heel down and inward for warrior two. Sweep your arms around. So this is where we can really play with some energetic pull. Think about rooting your left foot into the mat and then push the outer edge of your right foot into the mat even more. So we have this tremendous amount of force pulling our thighs away from one another. And then with the shoulders right over the hips and the tailbone tucked, feel like somebody's pulling on both wrists, even as the crown of your head reaches lightly toward the ceiling. So we have tremendous energy going all directions. No soft limbs anywhere, right? So we're going to want this for standing half moon. If you'd like to practice against the wall, take yourself all the way up against the wall so your shoulders are against the wall. And you're going to use that as your support. Otherwise, when you take hold of a block, take your right hand to your hip. The block's going to be about a foot length in front of you, slightly outside your front foot. And either with one little step or a handful of steps, bring your body weight onto your standing leg and lift that back foot. So the goal is to stack your hips. Use your drishti. So you can really lean back into the wall here if you're against the wall. Maybe take your arm to the sky. Maybe you're feeling really stable and you want to look up at your fingertips. Feel that energetic pull in all directions, out through the heel, into the ground, up through your fingertips. Stay light on that bottom hand. That's the one place you don't want a lot of weight. And exhaling slowly and gently, come back to warrior two. Beautiful. And then windmill yourself down to the mat. Plank. Exhaling chaturanga. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhaling down dog. And take a breath here. And then look at your thumbs, bend your knees, and walk your feet to meet your hands. Hang like a rag doll. And then feel the weight. Drop your hips. If it's safe for your spine, release your hands and just roll up. Maybe shaking your shoulders a little, get some tension out. Arms to the sky. And exhaling, hands to your heart. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. So I'm going to turn around so I don't have my back to you. Right? Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, dive. Use your breath. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, fold, and take yourself to a warrior two. So setting up for this pull in all directions. Root those feet. Reach those arms. Neck is long. So we want to keep that sense of extension as we go into our standing half moon. Come on to that standing leg. Then work on stacking your hips. Get really long. Stay light in that bottom hand. So you could always have your hand on the floor if you're feeling pretty flexible. Or change your gaze. One more deep inhale. And exhaling, come on, right back to warrior two. And finish your flow. Inhale, get long in a plank. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhaling, down dog, and take a breath here. And then exhaling, float your knees down and come to a child's pose. So even here we can feel a gentle, energetic pull. Keep it active, maybe using your palms to gently push your hips closer to your heels. Allow your forehead to rest on the ground. on back up to all fours. And have a seat. Feels pretty good, right? Okay, we're just going to roll ourselves back down onto the mat. So you can do it nice and slowly if it's safe for your spine. Get a little core work, and then draw your knees into your chest. Make some circles with your ankles in both directions. Go ahead and plant your feet. Tuck your shoulder blades together. We'll take one more bridge pose, or a full wheel is in your practice and you're feeling pretty good. You could do a back bend. Just take a couple of breaths. And on an exhale, drop your hips. So as you stretch yourself out for a brief Shavasana, the most important pose of all, I invite you to put one hand on your heart with a breath of gratitude for that covenant, that support that's always there for you. And then gently release your hand and find your breath again. Just be still until you hear my voice again. So for a couple of breaths, do a little body scan. Notice if you feel like there's still any tension somewhere. Send your exhale there. And then feel the backside of your body completely supported. Then start to make some small motions, maybe fingers, toes, head, whatever feels right for your body. There's no wrong way to get moving again as long as you do so safely. Eventually you're going to want to draw your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Then roll to one side, gently push yourself up to seated. Coming right back to where we began, spine nice and long, palms resting on the legs. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Give yourself a mental pat on the back for showing up. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bowing your head to your own heart. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Know that you are completely supported. Get out there and do your best to care for the people in your life. Godspeed.